totally destructive to their mental health.
Attorneys for Michelle Carter do not deny the evidence. They do not deny the text messages, etc. Instead, what they say is that even though her conduct may be reprehensible, they say it is not criminal, and therefore she should not be charged with manslaughter in connection with the suicide of her boyfriend.
Whether it's the right thing, the wrong thing, the moral thing, the immoral thing, what I'm certain of is it wasn't a crime. There's no law that criminalizes encouragement of suicide in Massachusetts, and now the district attorney's office says, even though our legislature has not criminalized that behavior with the law, we're going to prosecute her with a homicide. The idea that your speech alone in the way of text messages and words on the telephone can equal a manslaughter charge, I think it's a dangerous, dangerous precedent.
SJC 12043, Commonwealth v. Michelle Carter.
Good morning. Mr. Carter, why don't you give us a moment? We contend that verbally encouraging someone to commit suicide, no matter how forceful the encouragement, does not constitute a crime in Massachusetts.
So the person has a gun and says, I am going to kill myself. And you're saying,
yes,
good, go for it, do it. I don't know. No, come on, pull the trigger. Does that step over the line?
I don't think so.
That's still okay.
I don't think verbally encouraging someone, I don't think that would be a crime.
Wait, I mean, you mean if somebody solicits a murder?
Well, if somebody solicits
that, we get that all the time.
That would be because there's an underlying crime.
Right.
Murder.
You see, the part of the problem is that Massachusetts is one of 11 states that doesn't have a statute addressing this type of behavior, encouraging suicide.
But we do have an involuntary manslaughter statute, which talks about wanton and reckless conduct resulting in the death, causing the death of someone. And at some point, can verbal action become wanton and reckless if it results in someone's death?
The problem is that the death was caused by the victim himself. He's the one who got the generator, who drove to the location, who set it up in the truck, who turned it on, and who got in the truck.
So I'm in the truck and I'm dying, and I have to get out. I get out, and I call my friend, and my friend says, get back in the truck, kill yourself. That's not enough. That's just talk.
If she was physically present and she said, get back in the truck, or I'll put you back in there myself, or here another example, standing on the edge of a bridge, jump off that bridge or I will push you. The or I will push you would probably take that over the line, but jump off the bridge would not. It doesn't matter how persistent she is, it doesn't matter how reprehensible we might think her conduct is, it simply isn't a crime, and it was not at the time, and we can't make it a crime retroactively. Unless there are any further questions, I'll leave the remaining points of the brief. Thank you.
I've been doing this for 25 years now. I read the law, I understand it, and it's not a case that should have ever been brought. I mean, it's going to have a potential chilling effect on free speech rights about whether or not people can openly discuss suicide and encourage it between loved ones. This case will set precedent.
I'm not someone generally who's in favor of expanding the scope of the criminal law, but I have to say, in reading those messages, it just seemed clear that she was trying to exert some real influence over his behavior. I would really struggle with the question of whether the kind of psychological pressure Michelle Carter appeared to be applying and a part of could have the same impact as physically assisting someone with the suicide.
She was 40 miles away on a telephone. He could have stayed out of the car. He could have hung up the telephone. So there's no coercion here.